Ladies and gentlemen, what you're hearing
in the primary,
Marcus Flowers,
you will see
who's a man who wears a hat and doesn't own one single head of cattle. He's a liar, and all he has done is sent emails all over the country to raise money for himself, and he pays himself out of his campaign with your donation dollars. If you're a California Democrat sending money to Marcus Flowers, he's paying himself to run for Congress and pretend that he can beat me in a blood-red Republican district. None of his Democrat defund the police, America Last policies represent our district, and I do.
What is your process for fact-checking and vetting the things that you say in public?
The things I say in public are the truth, and that's why they're so offensive to Democrat activists in the media just like you.
All right, guys, so we got to talk about another political debate, this time between Marjorie Taylor Greene and Democrat Marcus Flowers, who is challenging her for her congressional seat representing Georgia's District 14, which is an R+22 district, which basically means this district is solid red. However, this man, Marcus Flowers, who you guys have probably never heard of, has raised over $10 million to try to unseat Marjorie Taylor Greene. So I want you guys to understand the grift here, okay? This is a district that is solid red, okay? Marjorie Taylor Greene beat her Democrat opponent in 2020 by about 50 percentage points. 50 percentage points. And this guy is running against Marjorie Taylor Greene not because he thinks he can win. He knows he can't win. It's simply because the Democrats hate Marjorie Taylor Greene so much that they will literally burn money on fire just for a snowball's chance in hell to try to get Marjorie Taylor Greene out of Congress. So they threw $10 million behind this guy who cannot win. He will not win. And he'll probably use the money for something else, right? When he runs for another political office that he actually has a chance of winning. But again, the guy basically is grifting off of trying to unseat Marjorie Taylor Greene. And Marjorie Taylor Greene is basically going to call this guy out for the faker that he is, and that he's just simply running because he's trying to raise money off of her rather than actually being from the district, knowing the people the same way that Marjorie Taylor Greene does. And in this debate, again, this guy not only is going to get hammered by Marjorie Taylor Greene, but he's going to face the exact same issues that other Democrats have faced in debates against Republicans who are actually decent at debating, which is that they can't shake the stigma of being associated with the Democrat Party, because the Democrat Party and their ideas are so bad right now. Anybody that has a D beside their name has a whole lot of baggage on them already that they have to explain away during these debates. And it's very hard to do that without looking like you're going against the Democrat Party. So this guy, again, he faced the same exact challenges that other Democrats have faced during these debates. So without further ado, I actually want to go ahead and play some of the highlights from this debate so you guys can get the gist of kind of how this went. Take a look.
Almost to a person has said Marjorie Taylor Greene is not who they want representing them. So yes, this campaign is about Marcus Flowers, not MTG. Thank you.
Joshua, it's your turn.
I need a rebuttal to that. You cannot accuse me of insurrection. I was a victim of the January 6th riot just as much as any other member of Congress. That was the third day I had on the job. I had nothing to do with what happened there that day, and I will not have you accuse me of that. That is wrong of you to do. You're lying about me, and you will not defame my character in that manner.
Did Joe Biden win the election, Congresswoman Greene?
Joe Biden is the president of the United States.
You know, you spent your time in Congress these last couple of years providing aid and comfort to the January 6th insurrectionists. My question for you is, why do you care more about those criminals in jail than you do about the people of our district?
You want to know something? I care about stopping the two-tier justice system that is happening right now in America. I was a victim of the January 6th riot, and I've said it over and over again. I'm completely against what happened on January 6th. But I will not stand by and watch Merrick Garland turn the Department of Justice into a political weapon, and the FBI sending it after parents that are addressing their school boards, people that walked in the Capitol and have been held in jail for nearly 2 years, while Antifa and BLM rioters go free and are never held accountable.
So what I'm hearing is criminals over police officers. That's what I heard.
You're the party of defund the police, Marcus. Not
You
not
defund the police. That's
Republicans.
rich, Congresswoman Greene.
We fund
Defund the FBI shirts and hats that you're selling, making money off of.
Yes, the FBI that is targeting
We're going to cut their mic in just a minute. Because
Marcus, you're a father and you are a representative of the Democrat Party. The Democrat Party is the party of child abuse. It's the party that represents grooming children and sexualizing them in school, teaching anti-white racism in the terms of CRT education, and genital mutilation of kids that can't even get a driver's license, can't get a tattoo, and cannot vote. How do you stand there and represent the Democrat Party as a father? And do you believe in genital mutilation of children under the age of 18 and these puberty blockers that have severe health consequences?
Time for your
because
question.
I've introduced a bill to ban it and make it a felony to mutilate children's genitals. Do you stand by that?
Boy, that was a lot. And God bless you, Marjorie Taylor Greene. If you truly believe that I'm praying for you. You know, I believe in this country. I believe in our democracy. And I believe in standing up for human rights. People come up to me every day and tell me how they feel attacked by you. And yes, I'm talking about children in our LGBTQ plus community. Every day, Congresswoman Greene, seniors, Latinos, blacks, men and women, every day. This is how she treats the people of Northwest Georgia and the people of America. Attacks, constantly attacking. That's not representative, Greene. You represent them.
I do. I represent and I will always protect children. And that's why I introduced the Protect Children's Innocent Act, to protect children who just may be confused about their identity. Kids need to grow up. They do not need to have mastectomies, castration, or take dangerous drugs that have serious health consequences. Marcus Flowers represents the Democrat Party, and the Democrat Party is the party of child abuse. And we have to stand up and stop it right now. To protect children, we protect them from making serious mistakes that will last a lifetime. The same mistakes and regrets that many, many detrans people have right now.
Extreme examples and lies is what Marjorie Taylor Greene is doing, trying to misrepresent me.
That's the time on this. I really need you all to follow.
She spent $37,000 in the last quarter alone on flights all over the country. She spends too much time in New York, Bedminster, Florida, Michigan, Arizona, Texas. She's never here in our district.
Time, and you've named her, so you get to respond?
Yes, I will respond to that. Marcus has never been a business owner and knows nothing about business. He's never signed the front of a paycheck, so it's hard for him to even comprehend how to do that. He supports the Democrat Party, the party of the Green New Deal, the party of destroying American energy independence, which is the #1 need for manufacturing companies in my district. And by the way, Calhoun is in Gordon County, not Dalton. That's Whitfield County. You don't know anything about our district. I do. I am going to work very hard to lower inflation and also open up many opportunities for businesses growing and developing in Northwest Georgia. And I'm so excited to be a part of that. Now,
yeah, I wish I could show the whole debate. It's only 30 minutes if you guys want to watch it. But Marjorie Taylor Greene absolutely destroyed in this debate. And the reason why, I'm going to tell you the reason why. It's the same reason why Herschel Walker won. Is because these people can't seem to shake the stigma of the Democrat Party. They attach themselves to the Democrat agenda. And this guy right here, who's not even in Congress, he actually has an opportunity to not attach himself to the Democrats. But because he's actually not really running to represent Georgia's 14th district, he's actually just trying to raise money off of ignorant Democrats and liberals who have Marjorie Taylor Greene hate syndrome. He's not even smart enough to tailor his message to fit the conservative voters of Georgia who may not necessarily like Marjorie Taylor Greene. Because again, on the issue of, what the Democrats are pushing in schools on these kids, right? The agenda, okay, that we're seeing in schools. What you do is that you come out and you say, yes, I'm against that. I think that is wrong, right? That's what you're doing if you're trying to represent a red district as a Democrat. You don't sign up for the Democrat extremist positions, but he signed up for it. He deflected and tried to say, oh, well, that's a conspiracy. I hope you don't believe that. I think he said, I'll pray for you if you actually believe that the Democrats are pushing stuff in schools, which we know for a fact that's not a conspiracy. That's true. But again, this guy, he sidesteps and then he low-key kind of endorses the extremism from the Democrats, right? And you notice how he's using all Democrat talking points about January 6th. Oh my God, January 6th, January 6th. Right? Marjorie Taylor Greene didn't have anything to do with January 6th. So again, he's using the same old tired attacks that the Democrats use against Marjorie Taylor Greene. And if this guy was smart, he would actually be attacking the Biden administration and his policies if he actually wanted to win, but he actually really doesn't want to win. He just wants to raise money. Okay, that's all this is about. It's about advancing his career because he's not actually really concerned about the voters, right? That he's trying to represent. He's representing the Democrat Party, which is something I think Marjorie Taylor Greene did a great job of making clear to people that this guy is not here for you. He's here for himself and he's here for the Democrat Party. So there's also another part of this debate that I have to show you guys in which a moderator who looked very smug, right, got called out by Marjorie Taylor Greene. She set him straight after he asked her a question about the controversial things that Marjorie Taylor Greene says without actually really being able to name anything controversial that Marjorie Taylor Greene has said. Take a look.
All right, this is to Marjorie Taylor Greene there. You're well known for making controversial statements. Detail your process for vetting and fact-checking your statements that you make in public and post to social media.
Can you tell me what's controversial about defending the freedom of speech, or what's controversial about defending our border, or saying we need to? Can you give me an example?
No, you do this every time we have a debate where I ask a question that's obvious and you're like, what do you mean? You were kicked off of your committees for saying things were controversial. You've apologized for controversial statements, right? Those types of things. What is your process for fact-checking and vetting the things that you say in public?
The things I say in public are the truth, and that's why they're so offensive to Democrat activists in the media just like you. And you're asking me a blanket question with no example. I stand by the things that I say. I stand by saying that we need to secure our border, that we need to protect all of our freedoms and our rights, that we need to stop the America Last Democrat communist policies that are destroying our country. I stand by the words that I say. They're just offensive to Washington, D.C. and the swamp creatures there, because the words that I speak are the same as Americans back home, the same as people in Georgia's 14th district. And the words that I speak are the truth. And you want to know something, Josh? Sometimes the truth hurts, and Washington deserves to hear it. We're over $31 trillion in debt. Our government has failed the American people, and right now, this administration has us on the verge of a nuclear war with Russia, where they care more about funding a war in Ukraine than they care about protecting Americans, helping homeless people on the streets, and securing our border and stopping fentanyl from killing young people in America.
Yeah, so that was an absolutely perfect answer and exchange from Marjorie Taylor Greene, because this guy definitely seems like a Democrat Party activist here with this question. I mean, he's so smug in the way he looks at Marjorie Taylor Greene, like, gotcha. Are you going to fact check the things that you say in public? What is your process for fact checking yourself? As if the so-called fact checkers out there are actually real fact checkers. They're not objective. They're totally biased, right? They're biased in favor of the Democrat Party because they are Democrat Party activists, right? So Marjorie Taylor Greene asked a very reasonable question, which is, okay, give me an example, give me specifics on what I said that's so controversial that needs to be fact-checked. And this guy doesn't have anything. He wants to blow up at Marjorie Taylor Greene for asking him to bring receipts, which is something that he should do as a moderator. If he's going to ask a question like this, you can't get mad at Marjorie Taylor Greene for asking for receipts, right? So again, Marjorie Taylor Greene has to set this guy straight and put him in his place, while at the same time also hitting the Biden administration and talking about the important issues in this country. And that's why I think that, Marjorie Taylor Greene did such an excellent job in this exchange, right? Because, I mean, look, the things that he's talking about in regards to the controversial things she says, I mean, she got stripped of her congressional committees over things that she said before she even got in office, right? Over things that she said while she was running. Not because of anything she said while she was acting in Congress, because of things she said while she was running, she got punished for. Clearly anti-First Amendment, right? By definition, you have the government punishing somebody for their freedom of speech. She wasn't even in office. So that being said, I think Marjorie Taylor Greene did a great job in this debate, considering how it was basically her against the world. So it seems, right, as the moderators seemed like, again, they were kind of on, a particular party side. And she's definitely going to cruise back to re-election. I wouldn't worry too much about this race. I think Marjorie Taylor Greene has it in the bag. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.